Good morning, happy Monday. My name is Courtney Kay, and I'm a manager of industry relations at SIA. Welcome to our Monday Market Coffee Chat series, where we highlight partner associations and organizations in the various markets that SIA companies work in. Today we are joined by Chris Bidwell, Senior Vice President of Security at the Airports Council International North America. Chris, we're happy to have you here today.
Really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. ACI-NA represents the owners and operators of airports in both the United States and Canada. So any employee of any of our member airports can participate on our committees. I am responsible for the committee secretary for the Public Safety and Security Committee, which focuses on anything Homeland Security related. And in terms of my background, been in the industry for quite some time, worked at ACI-NA for coming up on 18 years. And before that, worked at what is now Airlines for America. And before that, 4 airlines providing commercial service in the United States. So been in the industry for quite some time.
So it's safe to say that you know a lot about airports and security of airports.
Yes, my primary focus over the years has been anything aviation security related.
Fantastic. So can you talk to us a little bit about the biggest priorities or concerns that your members are focused on right now?
Absolutely, and thank you for that. One of the recent concerns was the shutdowns of the federal government and the Department of Homeland Security. And these shutdowns adversely impacted airport operations. And as a result, ACI-NA has been a big supporter of legislation to ensure critical government workers are paid during any future shutdowns. Just in terms of priorities, we continue to advocate for Congress to provide TSA adequate funding to ensure a sufficient number of transportation security officers to effectively and efficiently screen passengers and bags. This includes funding for the TSA Screening Partnership Program, and we've been big supporters of the Screening Partnership Program as an option for airports, but the program should remain a voluntary and viable option for those airports that wish to participate. And we've also worked closely with TSA on the rollout of Gold Plus. ACI-NA has reiterated our longstanding request for Congress to end the diversion of the September 11th passenger security fee, and we've called on Congress to provide TSA funding so it can purchase and deploy new screening technology at both checkpoint and checked baggage screening locations. We're staunch supporters of the Safeguards Act, which would provide TSA a steady stream of funding for checkpoint and checked baggage screening technology.
So I'm wondering, at a minimum, what resources are needed to fund airport security, just to make sure that they have the basic essentials for security in place. And of those resources, are we there? Are we meeting them, or is more needed?
Well, I mean, there's different components certainly to the aviation security system in place at airports, right? I mean, TSA plays a very significant role in that, and that's why funding from Congress to support TSA, not only staffing, but the purchase and deployment of screening technology is absolutely essential. And then at the same time, airports play a role in providing other aspects of aviation security at their locations, and a lot of that is increasingly reliant on various technological systems.
I want to ask you, Chris, talking about technologies, are there particular technologies, services, or areas of expertise that are becoming increasingly important?
Absolutely, and screening technologies that both enhance security and efficiency are crucial. They help ensure TSA is able to keep pace with the continued growth in passenger traffic. 2 key technologies are computed tomography and CT systems enhance security by automatically identifying items of concern And the addition of image on alarm only will significantly increase efficiency of checkpoint screening operations. And then biometric recognition technology. And these systems significantly enhance the identity verification process, and they also increase efficiency. Privacy concerns can be readily addressed by, as they currently are, allowing passengers the option of using a manual process.
Hmm. And what advice would you have for companies that are looking to break into this market or work in this market?
I would say coordinate both with TSA and also with airports, because many types of screening technology or technology that TSA utilizes is the same technology that airports utilize for different things and in different applications.
And that's an interesting point to hear that, there are many overlapping technology use cases in different areas. So I think for our members, that's a really good point to grasp in this market.
Absolutely. And there are other technologies that airports are increasingly purchasing and deploying, whether it's perimeter intrusion detection systems or technology to monitor exit lanes. Airports do that on a voluntary basis because TSA is required to monitor those exit lanes where it provided the function on December 1st of 2013. But some airports have decided to go ahead and purchase the technology with the expectation that TSA will deploy additional resources to support checkpoint and check baggage screening operations.
For your membership, is that market kind of dispersed, and is it diverse in the sense of each airport has its own requirements or technologies that they use, or do you see that it's mainly uniform across airports?
For the most part, but there are similarities across the system, right? So each airport is very unique in its geography, and therefore it may have unique security technology applications to whether it's protect the perimeter, that sort of thing. Some have water barriers, others do not. Therefore, certain perimeter intrusion detections might work at one airport, but not another. And so that therein it's unique. But then in other places, exit lane technology is pretty similar, right? Although there may be environmental considerations that have to be considered with that technology to maximize its efficiency and effectiveness.
Hmm. That makes sense. And are there any events, initiatives, or projects that you guys are working on that you're most excited about?
Absolutely. So the ACI-NA Public Safety and Security Conference, in coordination with Airport Consultants Council, that is focused really on technology but also policy, is going to be held October 6th and 7th at the Renaissance Arlington Capitol View Hotel in Arlington, Virginia. And this conference attracts numerous airport, airline representatives, aviation business leaders, and government officials. And it really provides the opportunity for focused discussions on key priorities, information sharing, and benchmarking with experts across the aviation community. And airports and technology and solution providers convene at the event to discuss solutions to current challenges.
That's awesome. And is there room for vendors there? Do you have kind of a show floor?
We do.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's opportunity for sponsorship or exhibits or other things of that nature.
Awesome. So members listening, here's an opportunity to get into the market if you're looking to go that way.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, to hear more from Chris, you can join in for our airport security symposium on August 12th at 1 o'clock p.m. And I want to ask you, Chris, one last question. Do you have any final thoughts or advice for the security industry as we continue to support your sector?
Absolutely. And thanks for that. I just really encourage the security industry to continue to coordinate with and also solicit input from airports as technology advances. Airports utilize various technologies, as I mentioned previously, that were initially designed and tested to meet TSA requirements, but now almost fit more unique airport applications.
That makes sense. Thank you, Chris, for taking the time to speak with us today. We appreciate your insights and look forward to the conversation in a few weeks, and also for identifying more ways to collaborate moving forward.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much to our viewers for joining us today for our Monday Market Coffee Chat. Again, we hope you can join us for our Airport Security Symposium on August 12th. Thank you all.